Councilmember Bellow will return to you for a final comment.
Thank you. I have a couple of things. One, Frances Nelson was, in every sense of the word, a lady. It was a privilege to be able to go to lunch with her occasionally, and it was a joy to have her retell some of her stories. She was a consummate storyteller, and she was 106, but she appeared to be younger than most of the people who were having lunch with her. She was sharp as a tack and just enjoyed life. We were very fortunate to have her as a resident of St. Paul, West St. Paul, and I was privileged to know her. A second thing I'd like to mention is dark clothing. It seems to me that there is a rash of people who love wearing dark clothing on cold winter nights. And I have seen 2 or 3 situations where there were near hair's breadth near accidents, including some of the wonderful people who think that Robert Street has crosswalks everywhere, middle of the block, 15 feet from this, 15 from that, 15 feet from that. And for some reason, if they're not going to be in a crosswalk or in a well-lit area, dark clothing seems to be the wardrobe of choice. I would just ask people to be very, very careful, be very watchful, and suggest that maybe if you're going to wear dark clothes, just one light bit of clothing would be helpful, and may save South Metro Fire's EMS service a run or two. So please be careful of that. I have another serious matter I'd like to raise. It's come to my attention that Jay Della Roseby, a member of the Parks and Rec Committee, has accused Councilperson Igo, Councilperson Pace, Councilperson Fernandez, and myself of collusion in the termination of Matt Fulton as West St. Paul City Manager. Mr. Della Roseby made this allegation on the West St. Paul Facebook, Friends of West St. Paul Facebook page. By definition, collusion is a secret action for an illegal or improper purpose. By accusing 4 members of the City Council of acting together in secret, Mr. Della Roseby has accused us of violating the Minnesota open meeting law. That is a criminal offense. Now, I'm a big boy, and I can take in a whole lot of people saying they don't like that I do this, or they don't like that, or they agree with me on this, or that I'm some kind of reprobate of one sort or another, and make all kinds of accusations against me. But when it comes to accusing someone of a crime, particularly 4 members of the City Council, that's a whole different story. I will state unequivocally that there was no collusion involved at all. And since I'm a strong believer in free speech, I think people should be able to say what they think. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Mr. Della Roseby is entitled to an opinion, but everybody is not entitled to their own facts. If they're going to make an allegation of this nature, they should back it up. And I'm specifically asking Mr. Della Roseby, inviting him to come to the Open Council work session 2 weeks from now and present any evidence that he has of collusion on the part of the 4 council members that I mentioned. And if in fact he does have any evidence of collusion, I suggest that he file a complaint with Chief Shaver and accuse us of a crime. So what I'm basically saying to Mr. Della Roseby is, you're entitled to your opinion, but you're not entitled to misstate things and either put up or shut up. It's as simple as that. You can say whatever you want short of accusing people of a crime. I've held a law license for 48 years, and this is potentially a blemish on that. Most things I'm more than happy to roll off my back, but this is not something that's trivial. Accusing someone of a crime would be the same as accusing someone of DWI. And if you're going to accuse someone of DWI, you better have a piece of paper that proves it. It's not there. I'm suggesting that if he's a man of any moral integrity, he'll either come and present the evidence or he'll come and apologize. Thank you.
Move on to